Now, pretty crazy that you have an AI autonomously managing other AIs in Replit. If you doubted that was coming, there's a hint of it that's already here. It's pretty damn cool and blew my mind. And you can watch the agents in Replit talking to each other and debating it. Literally in English, it's pretty crazy, my friends. Okay, so what did I do with this V3? I did one thing that actually was pretty interesting, and the other stuff I'm not sure yet because it's early. The one thing I did with V3 is on one of our sites, I had it do a deep security audit. Ultimately, honestly, if you are vibe coding for real, a B2B application, you got to learn. It's going to take longer than you think. You got to get to know how these agents work. You got to be patient. You're going to have to do QA yourself. But at the end of the day, if you can get something all the way into production, something to go out, your biggest concern is going to be security, especially if you're collecting any user information at all. The last thing you want are security issues, and there are plenty in general. Forget about little vibe-coded apps. The major leaders have security issues. Goodness, poor Clary Salesloft bought Drift, merged them together, and then Drift had some security issue with its Salesforce token, and everyone from Cloudflare on down had their CRM data leaked. So if it's going to happen to someone at that scale, it can happen to you. So you should be worried about security. So with this new V3, I had them do a deep security audit. And it was pretty crazy. Before V3, typically Replit could work, I don't know how long. It had longer windows, but typically it could work a few minutes and then it would peter out. It did a security audit for almost 3 hours. And these agents all went out together and they went through every line of code, every function, every page, and they debated how much to lock down the SaaStr AI app for security. And I went away for 3 hours. I came back around 2 hours and 45 minutes and they'd finally finished these debates. It was crazy. It was crazy that they could do this for up to 3 hours. They could do it autonomously and they could debate with each other. Now, interestingly, for the future, it went too far. So what I mean is the general agent would call in the security specialist and the architect, and they kept locking things down to make it more secure. And the general agent would seemingly argue, hey, don't go too far. The app still needs to work, but would get overridden by the architect and the specialist. And did go too far. By the time it seemed cool, but then when I went to use the app again, it had locked down uploads. Like you couldn't upload a PDF to have your PDF reviewed. You couldn't upload anything. It was all locked down as a security issue. And listen, no question, like there are issues. If you upload a document, there could be a virus in it. There could be executable code. There can be lots of issues. So I get in an extreme world, you'd want to lock that down. But if the whole point of an app is to allow an upload, it went too far. So we did a lot of cool things. The agents on their own did a lot of cool things in those almost 3 hours, but I spent over 10 hours undoing it. And I undid it very slowly, but I had to retest every page, every link, everything, because anything that was interactive had gotten locked down to be super secure, and none of it worked. Like literally nothing worked. Even like basic reporting, everything would say 0 because to be secure, share nothing. So it took me 10 hours in a full week to peel the layers back of that onion and undo some of that security audit. So in a sense, that was a total pain, but it was a learning experience because that wouldn't even be possible without the latest version of Replit. Do I want to do that every day? Do I want to run a 3-hour security audit every day and take 10 hours working on the outputs? No, that's something you do once per big release, but it's so cool that it's there. It's so cool and it will keep getting better. So that was just super neat.